All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great session with the presidential candidate of the fictional Common Sense People's Party. Now, under Buhari, Nigeria was described by the United Nations as the poverty capital of the world. Now, if Nigeria was called the poverty capital of the world before the dubious subsidy removal, I wonder what Nigeria will be called now. Millions of people who were categorized as middle-class citizens have slipped into poverty in the last 4 months, and experts have predicted that even more Nigerians will fall below the poverty line before the end of the first quarter of the year 2024. And the major causes of this calamity is the poorly thought out subsidy removal move and the floating of the Naira. When we pointed this out last year, some diehard supporters of APC and TINUBU made it a political issue. They said Obi also talked about subsidy removal. But we told them that Obi and these other politicians are not the same. Obi had a comprehensive, transparent and genuine approach towards dismantling the subsidy regime. But no, they didn't listen. APC chieftains told them they would begin to benefit from the removal of subsidy in the next 4 months. Now, it is over 7 months and the hardship in Nigeria has increased tremendously. Local businesses are packing up. Multinationals are leaving Nigeria. Unemployment is on the rise because of the difficulty of doing business. Companies are massively laying off staff because they can no longer cope with payment of salaries. And the governor of Oyo State, Governor SEYI Makinde, who once came out to defend TINUBU, has now cried out and faulted TINUBU's policy while addressing civil servants in Oyo State. Before I show you how Governor SEYI Makinde described TINUBU's policy, let me quickly show you what ATIKU said about the whole 585 million naira saga involving the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs. Look at how the papers reported it. In a statement by his Special Assistant Public Communication, Frank Shaibu, on Tuesday, ATIKU noted that the suspension of the minister was commendable but not enough. Edu came under criticism after a leaked memo on December 2023 revealed that she directed the Accountant General of the Federation, Oluwatoyin Madeyin, to transfer 585 million to a private account owned by one Onielu Bridget, who the ministry claimed currently served as project accountant grants for vulnerable groups. The former vice president noted that it was unfortunate that a program that was designed to lift over 100 million Nigerians out of extreme poverty had allegedly become a cash cow for successive All Progressive Congress governments. He said, while TINUBU deserves commendation for suspending Edu, we believe this is a belated move. First, he had no business appointing her as a minister of such a sensitive ministry in the first place. TINUBU put politics ahead of competence, hence this scandal. What experience did Betta have in the development sector? How was Iman Ibrahim, with her wealth of experience, overlooked? How did the chief of staff to the president, Femi Gbajabiamila, stand as Betta Edu's referee during her clearance at the Senate? Betta Edu should not be the fall guy. Others who have remotely and wickedly benefited from money that was meant for poor Nigerians ought to be fished out, probed and prosecuted too. It is demonic and tendenciously wicked to steal in the name of the poor, he said. The scandal that we are contending with is not about Betta Edu, nor about Halima Shehu or any other person for that matter. It is about a problem of systemic corruption through which the APC continues to bleed the treasury, ironically asphyxiating the poor and vulnerable segment of the country, all in the name of caring for them. The APC has weaponized poverty and hunger to control the minds of the vulnerable masses, and it is even worse that they have devised a method to use poverty as an instrument of official corruption. Oh! You heard that. Gbajabiamila, TINUBU's chief of staff, stood as referee for the now suspended Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Betta Edu, when she was being cleared at the Senate. That is to tell you that Betta Edu herself is in TINUBU's team. All those people that call themselves, I'm a TINUBU boy, I'm a TINUBU girl. That was where this lady came from. So there was a reason Gbajabiamila stood as her referee. There was a reason they put her in that ministry. Remember how Buhari siphoned Nigerian money using the Humanitarian Affairs Ministry when Sadia, the former minister, was there? That is the same thing these people plan to do with this lady, and that was the same thing they began doing. But because on this occasion, the memo leaked and the whole country knew about it, and everybody blew the matter up, they had to suspend the lady to make them look as people of integrity. But we cannot be fooled. We know the truth. Now, let us look at what the governor of Oyo State, SEYI Makinde, said about TINUBU's policy. Look at how the papers reported it. Hardship. Removal of fuel subsidy untimely. Governor Makinde. Ibadan. Governor SEYI Makinde of Oyo State yesterday empathized with Nigerians, saying the removal of fuel subsidy was untimely. He said this at the 2024 annual Interfaith Thanksgiving service held at the open space of the House of Assembly complex, Secretariat in Ibadan. His words, 1,000 Naira has now become a big deal to a common Nigerian because they won't be able to get more than a loaf of bread with it. Government exists to bring peace and convenience to citizens who have trooped out during the election period to perform their civic rights. While we are looking after ourselves to give us what we can live on, we also have to look at the development of the state. Speaking at the program, the governor encouraged civil servants to be more productive, noting that truth is we have challenges ahead of us, and we have to find means to make sure we keep attending to the welfare of the civil and public servants in Oyo State. We also need to attend to those projects and those things that will make life more meaningful for our people, which will unleash creativity in them so that we can have a prosperous state. It cannot be a one-sided thing, so we have to engage, align, and move forward. Now, before I react to this statement by SEYI Makinde, let me say a very big thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my new YouTube channel, Mr. Benjamin. Thank you so much for your support. The channel is growing daily, and I see your comments, your views, and I can't thank you enough. For those of you who are yet to subscribe, please subscribe to the channel today. It is called Mr. Benjamin. You can just type that in your YouTube search bar and it will pop up. I will also drop a link to that channel in the comment section of this video. It is an entertainment and comedy channel with political humor and satires. I know you really want to support me, but sometimes after watching the video, it will skip your mind. I beg today, make you no skip on our mind again. Visit Mr. Benjamin and give me that subscription today. And God bless you as you do. Now, let's get back to the issue of SEYI Makinde. This was the same governor last year that came out at 2 to 3 different occasions to praise TINUBU and to criticize heavily Nigerians who were complaining about his policies, that they were too hasty and they were poorly thought out. I don't know if these men have shame. You told your people few months ago, giving them false hope that things were going to get better, that TINUBU was doing well. Now you are facing them to tell them that subsidy removal was untimely. Why don't you apologize for the nonsense you said few months ago? What kind of people do we have at the helm of affairs in this country? Oh, now in other news, the Nigerian Naira continues to depreciate against the dollar, and the paper reports this way. It says Naira falls to 1,089 Naira to a dollar on official I&E window. The Naira falls to 1,089.51 to a dollar on the official investor and exporter window on Tuesday. So in the BDC, we should be looking at around 1,300 or 1,300 plus. So those who said it is going to hit 1,500 before the end of March are on point, and it may even exceed it. When they said it was going to reach 1,000 before the end of 2023, people came out and said there were prophets of doom. But it exceeded 1,000 before the end of 2023, and they have predicted 1,500 by the end of March, and it is looking like it is going to exceed it. Oh, there is no redemption with the APC, because there is nothing happening to the economy of Nigeria now that is new. The signs were there that Naira could not compete with the dollar in any way. The floating of the Naira was absolutely a wrong idea, but they went ahead and implemented it. Now they are trying to go back on that policy by borrowing money to back up the Naira, but it is no longer working because the deed has been done. And I just wonder how terrible the inflationary trend is going to become in the coming days, because it looks clearly like dollar is going to keep soaring. And you will think that the government will be putting in place measures to get us to produce so that we can tackle these events. But no, look at the budget. Billions of Naira being allocated to frivolities. Nobody is talking of how to get this economy back in shape. The common man is in trouble in this country. No wonder they say we are our own solutions. The political class don't have any plan for anybody. If we want to get this country working, we need to get up and get the APC out of power. Anyway, make I leave am here. Please don't forget to go to my new channel, Mr. Benjamin, after watching this video, and please give me a subscription. It's a comedy and entertainment channel, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed. As for me, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because now because of una, now I dey here. So don't go away. Don't go.